Implied powers are powers that are not explicitly stated in a legal or governing document, but are understood to be necessary for carrying out expressed powers. These powers are often derived from broad language that allows for flexibility in interpretation. In government, implied powers enable institutions to adapt to new situations and carry out their responsibilities effectively, even if specific actions are not directly mentioned in founding documents. They provide the authority to take actions that support the execution of explicitly granted powers, ensuring that governing bodies can function efficiently in a changing society. Now let's look at some examples of implied powers in action. Implied powers can be seen in various aspects of governance. One example is the creation of government agencies that oversee areas such as transportation, environmental protection, or public health, even if the authority to create these agencies is not directly stated in legal documents. Another example is the regulation of industries such as banking and telecommunications, which are necessary for economic stability, but not explicitly listed in constitutional texts. The establishment of national programs, infrastructure projects, and policies that support commerce and national security also demonstrate how implied powers are used to address modern challenges. Now let's explore some benefits of implied powers. One of the main benefits of implied powers is that they allow governments to be flexible and responsive to new challenges. Since not every situation can be anticipated when laws are written, implied powers give institutions the ability to adapt without requiring constant amendments. This flexibility helps ensure that essential functions, such as national defence, economic regulation, and public welfare, can be maintained efficiently. Another advantage is that implied powers provide a framework for innovation in governance, allowing leaders to implement new policies and programs that serve the public interest without being restricted by outdated language. Now let's consider some criticisms of implied powers. Despite their advantages, implied powers have been criticised for allowing too much interpretation, which can lead to concerns about overreach. One criticism is that they can be used to expand authority beyond what was originally intended, potentially leading to conflicts over the limits of power. Another concern is that because implied powers are not clearly defined, different interpretations can lead to disagreements about what actions are justified. Additionally, the use of implied powers can sometimes create tension between different branches or levels of government, as officials debate the extent of their authority. Now let's look at some related concepts that help explain the role of implied powers. Several related concepts help explain the significance of implied powers. One is enumerated powers, which are explicitly stated in legal documents and serve as the foundation for implied powers. Another related concept is necessary and proper authority, which provides the justification for implied powers by allowing institutions to take actions needed to fulfill their responsibilities. Additionally, separation of powers and checks and balances are important in ensuring that implied powers are used responsibly and do not lead to excessive control by one branch or level of government. Understanding these related concepts helps clarify how implied powers function within a structured system of governance.